the #1 college basketball show. We're live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, giving you the best college basketball breakdowns and best bets. Live with your favorite cappers, Alpha Dog Bets, Slam the Bookie, Hefe Picks, and Big Brain Bets. Let's cash with the boys. Tune in and subscribe.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Off the Rim Bracketology episode. I'm FA Picks. We got the Alpha. We got BBB here. Wow, you just switched it up on me. So
I did.
Got BBB here. Got Alpha down there. Slam will be here any minute now. He's dealing with some weather in where he lives. But guys, it's here. It's the first round. How many games? We got 16 games today. I couldn't be more excited. Guys, how we doing?
Excited. I'm mourning the Rutgers loss last night. A little sad this morning, but excited we have a full day of games. What a game to kick it off last night. Double overtime thriller. Notre Dame with a great performance, and it was a great game. So excited to see more games today. BBB, how we doing?
Oh, yeah, guys, it's March Madness. We're finally here. I am pumped to absolutely break down all these games. Probably going to see some upsets today. It's about to get crazy, and we got them all coming for you.
Before we get anything started, though, guys, let us shout out the reason that we get to be here every day. By the way, am I coming through clearly?
For now.
Good. I'm having some Wi-Fi issues for all you that don't know. Support for Off the Rim brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped recently launched the ultimate men's hygiene bundle, the Performance Package. So join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code ATSSPOT. That's code ATSSPOT at manscaped.com. If my math is correct, 4 million men is about how many balls, BB?
8 million.
Billion, trillion, quadrillion, baby. ATS spot, manscaped.com, 20% off, free worldwide shipping. You guys already know the deal. I love the product, man. It's a great product. But
I think we are going to have a surprise in a moment. I see him getting his camera ready. So we will have Slam in a moment, guys. He is getting back. And look who we have, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, boys? We back in here.
The host, the legend, Slam the Bookie. Good to have you, brother. Just going through intros. Welcome to the show.
Boys.
Are you excited for March Madness?
I'm so excited, boys. The best
That's
time
the
of the
energy
year.
we need, baby.
I see you boys tomorrow as well in Vegas.
Yes.
Great time, boys.
This is Slam. Yeah, I'm so excited for.
I know. We need that energy, baby.
You guys, is there college
like
basketball games today?
7 o'clock.
Is there college basketball?
8 o'clock here.
You guys remember when Slam? Oh my God, we're live. Screw it. You guys remember when yesterday Slam was like, "Yo, there's like a lot of college basketball on Friday."
Yeah. He's ready, baby. He's ready. And with being said, it's time to get into some games.
Yes. Here's what we're gonna do today, guys. We're going over every single game in the first round, all 32. We're going to go about it bracket-wise, so we're going to go region just down the line. We're going to go over every game. We're not going to do spreads. We're just going to do it the bracket way. We're obviously going to get more into depth games. The closer the seeds are, the more hyped up the games are, or any feelings that we have on certain games. And we're going to take you through every single one. Before the game we go through, I'll announce what the spread is and when the game is. But we're going to kind of play it as an example, Gonzaga, Georgia State. We're just going to play that as, 1 seed moving on. We're not going to get too much into the against spread. We're kind of here to just help you through the bracket. Any questions, comments, games you want us to focus more on, put it in the chat, everybody. We want this to be an interactive show, a fun show, and we want to get you guys the knowledge you need to get your brackets in on time. So we got about 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours before brackets close. Let's get it started, guys. Any last words before we get started?
Yeah, actually, I just checked my bracket, and it's a perfect bracket. So, better start looking at it.
Unbelievable. Put it on the screen. Put it on the screen right now.
It's a perfect bracket.
Put it on the screen.
I can't show you the whole thing.
There we go.
We can't all have perfect brackets.
All right, guys. Let's start. We're going to go to the West region. Excuse me. West region, first game, Gonzaga, Georgia State. It's the 116 matchup. We don't got to waste too much time on here unless for some reason one of you is going to predict the greatest upset in the history of the universe.
Not I. I'm all over Gonzaga, guys.
This is a 4:15 game Eastern Standard today. Gonzaga is minus 22.5. Real quick, anybody give Georgia State any shot at covering that?
Yeah, I give them a slight chance.
I'm not going to play any. I don't like to play any lines, especially in the tournament of games over 20. All these teams have talent, so
okay.
I think that's exactly why I give them a little bit of a chance. But yeah, there's so many games on today. I wouldn't probably.
Okay, let's move right on. I mean, this 116's like it only happened once ever in the history of the tournament, and Gonzaga's the number 1 overall seed. It ain't happening here.
Next I love the chat, guys. We're going over every single game. I see a lot of people asking for our Michigan review of that game, which is the first in the slate. We're going right down the list, guys. We've only covered our first one. This is the second game on the slate, so stay with us. We will get to every single game.
All right, guys. Next game on the slate is actually a great game, and it's today at 1:45 p.m. It's number 9 Memphis versus number 8 Boise. Line is Memphis is favored -3. I guess I'll start. I like Memphis here, guys. I like them to move on. Remember, we're doing the show from just move on perspective, so we're just giving you the spread for the information, but in terms of our convo, we're just talking about moving on. I like Memphis to move on here. I think they're way more athletic than Memphis is. They have the better players. I'm sorry, Boise. I like Boise State a couple times this year, but I don't know if they can compete with Memphis. I'm actually surprised about the seeding here. And it shows in the spread that even Vegas thinks Memphis is favored. I'm going to go with Memphis, and I think that sets up a really good matchup between them and Gonzaga.
I'm in the same boat as you. If you take a look at each team stacked up against each other, Boise State really didn't have a tough schedule. They're 0-1 versus the top 25. They're 55 in the BPI. They weren't really tested too much. They went 15-3 in their conference, but they're not exactly in the strongest conference. Bouncing over to Memphis, they've done fairly well against good opponents this year. Against the top 25, they are 3-1, and their BPI is coming in at 22. So they've performed against better teams. They're 13-5 in conference, and they're averaging almost 10 points per game more than Boise. Give me Memphis. Memphis should win this one. They're the much better team. Pretty confident in this play. Also playing the spread. I know this isn't a spread show, but I am playing the Memphis spread as well. BBB, which team do you like in this matchup?
Yeah, I agree. I like Memphis on the spread, and I like them to win this game. They just match up well with them. They're the more athletic team. They are a little bit younger, but Boise State's biggest strength is they play pretty decent defense, and they can slow games down. But I don't think it'll bother Memphis that much to be slowed down. I think they can slow down, and that they can also speed them up. And if they can speed up Boise State, get them out of their game, they could really run them out of the gym here. Because, like I said, they're just the more athletic team. So I wouldn't be surprised if they get, they're able to speed them up. But I think they can play either game. That's why I like either style. That's why I like them in this one. And I think they could be, looking into the next round here, what we just talked about with Gonzaga, that could be a possible tough matchup for Gonzaga. And so maybe we see Gonzaga struggle early in that one.
Yeah, BB, that's sorry to cut in. That's a great point. We talked about that yesterday. The matchup of Jalen Duran versus Chet Holmgren. If both these teams move on, that's an NBA scout's dream. That game.
For sure.
I like Memphis to move on here as well. They should get the job done. It looks like Imani Bates is back in the lineup. It looks like he's probable today. That's why the line moved from 2 to 3. And again, Memphis should get it done if they start. They're a turnover team. They turn the ball over a lot. You see them the last game against SMU. They turned the ball 20 plus times. They're very lucky to advance for that on that game. But they also out-rebound a lot of teams. So, again, I like Memphis to move on. I think they get the job done.
Cool. All right, guys. Let's keep it moving here. Next
game number 3.
In the West region, 5 seed UConn versus 12 seed New Mexico. This game is tonight, 6:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tip. UConn -6.5. Ooh, guys. This is
a tough one.
Throw the spread out of the way. UConn should beat New Mexico. New Mexico is one of those teams. Slow pace, good D, older, not 16.5.
Typo, my bad.
Wow.
I'll cut to the chase. Huh? If we're just talking about moving on, I think UConn gets it done here. I don't see this. I know the 5-12, statistically, historically speaking, is that sexy upset spot you start looking at. UConn too well coached, got great big men, and can honestly win this game by just controlling the rebounding game. I'm going with UConn to move on.
I'm on the other side here, guys. I'm taking the dog in this matchup. I'm taking the dog in this matchup.
Let's
move
go.
on. You think New Mexico's going to beat UConn?
I do. Outright.
Okay,
Outright. I do. I don't think UConn's played well against top teams this year. If you look how they've done against the top 25, they are 3-4. They've lost a lot of close games. Their BPI is 17th, but in conference they finished 13-6. They have not impressed me all year. I've watched a lot of this team. Sunogo is their guy down low. He's been eating, but without him, they just have not been great without him fully going off. And New Mexico matches up well. They score 73 points per game. They play tough defensively, and they're going to get this one done. Give me New Mexico with the 12 seed.
I like it.
BBB, which side you want?
Yeah, I do. This has been a pretty trendy underdog pick here. I see where the value is with them and stuff. I think they may get a spread cover, but in my bracket, I do have UConn getting up, going on to the next round here. I think they're just the more talented team. I think they can grind out the win. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they get the cover though. So if you're looking for a bet on this one, I do like New Mexico State to cover the line more than I like, But if we're just playing, obviously it's a lot more juiced on a money line. But for bracket's sake, I like UConn to go on.
Great comment by Ferdal. BBB must have thrown in another B this morning. Talking about that's hilarious, man.
That's a good one.
Comedic relief is what we need this morning.
Yes.
Sorry. Slam. Anything from you, man?
Yeah, man, I like UConn to move on. Sorry, Alpha, but I think they're the way more talented, better.
Alpha versus the world, huh?
And strength of schedule wise, man, I don't think New Mexico State can match up with UConn. I'm sorry, but it depends, man. Will Teddy Allen show up for New Mexico State? I think he might have a big tournament. I guess we'll see.
We will. They really haven't been tested. The one thing to say about New Mexico is that they have not played a top 25 team this year, so there's nothing to compare them on against similar talent. So
Sure.
All right, guys. Moving on. This is one of my faves. We got 13 seed Vermont, 4th seed Arkansas. The game is tonight, 9:20 p.m. Ark -5. Isn't it crazy that they have a lesser spread than the game we just went over, but yet the seeding is further apart? Guys, I'm on Vermont here. We spoke about this yesterday. This is one of my really favorite upset picks. I think Vermont beats Arkansas. I know Arkansas is extremely athletic on all sides. In most positions, they have playmakers, but Vermont has the recipe for the upset. They are – let me ask. I asked yesterday. Let's see if you guys learned anything. Who's the best defensive rebounding team in the nation?
Vermont.
Vermont.
Alpha?
Rutgers.
It's Vermont. They're the number 1 defensive rebounding team in the nation. They also turn the ball over almost less than nobody's. Only 4 teams who are better than them. They turn over the ball in only 14% of their offensive possessions. They have 2 players.
We knew this was going to happen. We've experienced our first Cafe lag bomb. Quickly do that real quick.
I'll pick up for him there.
No, you're not. I'm stepping up here.
Okay.
I'm on Vermont as well. I think Vermont's a trendy, sneaky play here. A lot of people are on Vermont, but I do think they get it done. We all know with the Arkansas JD Notaes, he is that team. If they're able to shut him down, Vermont can absolutely win this game. They're very good at running a double team and moving off the double team and rotating to the extra man. Defensively, they're great on the rotations, and I fully expect them to do that against Arkansas and JD Notae. Give me Vermont. I really do think they win this outright. Slam, what are you looking at?
Yeah, I mean, I have Vermont as one of my underdog outright winners there. I like Vermont on the money line. I think they get it done here. It's an all-senior team. Their lineup is very experienced. They're well coached. I think they get up for this spot, man. I think they shock a lot of people here. So I like Vermont to get it done.
Shock the nation.
Winners of 22 of 23 games, 22-1 over the last 23. Hottest team.
Yeah, guys. This is what scares me here. It's a trendy pick, but as you see, we're all 4 on it here. I think they get it done. You look at the metrics and they match up real well. I don't play too much into the metrics simply because the competition level is not quite the same. But I think, like Alpha said, they match up well. They're a great defensive team, and like Alpha said, if they can shut them down, I think that they can grind out this win. And I think the line's very indicative of that as well. So give me Vermont to move on in my bracket and cover the 5-point spread. So sprinkle the money line as well, I guess. Hefe,
Yeah,
did you
I
have
love that
anything
as well.
last you want to say?
No, we all on Vermont. That's scary.
Yeah, that's scary.
Arkansas is one player. They're like Auburn. It's JD Notae versus Vermont here.
No, don't bring up Auburn.
Oh yeah.
All right, the next game is gonna hurt. Sorry. Number 6 Alabama versus number 9 number 6 Alabama versus number 11 Notre Dame, who beat number 11 Rutgers last night in a double overtime amazing game. I cannot believe Rutgers lost.
That was crazy.
Wow. Ron Harper did everything he could to win that game for them. He made 2 3-pointers in each of those overtimes that those shots should never have went in.
I know.
Good. It sucks the way they lost. I'm gonna keep this really short, guys. Seeing what I saw from Notre Dame last night, Alabama's gonna win this game. Alabama's gonna win this game. They're too talented for Notre Dame. I don't think Notre Dame has the playmakers to compete with them. How many points in the paint did Rutgers give up last night?
They allowed 91 points or 89 points in the game and 93 in the paint.
It was bad. I think Alabama cleans that up. The line is -4. This game's on Friday. I'm going to take Alabama to move on here.
Guys, for me, it's very simple in this one. Notre Dame is shot. They played an emotional and energy-draining game last night. If Rutgers would have won, I would have said they would have lost on Friday as well to Alabama after a double overtime game. It drains your emotions. It drains your energy. And for the first game of the tournament, it's going to be tough to go against an Alabama team that's guard-heavy. Shackelford, they have guys that shoot the 3. So they're going to be running and pushing the pace. Notre Dame is not a deep team. They only have 3 or 4 guys that are utilized off the bench. So I do think Alabama gets this done. I am sad to see Notre Dame in this matchup. But yet again, guys, what an awesome game last night by Notre Dame. They definitely deserve to win. So I'm still on Alabama now, -4 odds well on that one too. I'm taking the spread. BBB, what are you taking?
Yeah, guys. Bracket wise, I have either of these teams losing in the next round, anyways. So in these situations, I do like to be able to pick up a Notre Dame win here because you're kind of playing with free money here. You're almost you got them losing either way. How can I get more bracket points out of this? What are other people picking? I think a lot of people go with Alabama here. I'm just not very high on them here. I think that, yeah, they should win this game, but there were so many games this year they should win. And they just find ways to shoot themselves out of games, do everything that they never should do to lose games. And I think we could see that again. And if they don't, then, well, I have them lose the next round anyways. And I'll take the 1 point that I could have got on that. I'll eat that 1 point.
I think Bama rolls in this game so easily.
Same.
I hope Bama's
I have Bama down as one of my biggest frauds, so I'm gonna stick to my word and continue to say they're the biggest frauds in this tournament. And looking at the line, it's -4, yeah, and ND's off a double overtime win there, and I got to continue to roll with fade Bama. I like ND to get it done.
All right, let's move on, guys. Next we have Slam, your team, your alma mater. Number 3, Texas Tech versus number 14, Montana State. I don't think I've seen anybody on Montana. I don't think I've seen one bracket that's giving Montana State a chance. Not going to lie, that scares me a little bit because it's the ones that we rarely ever think about that pull it off. But Tech should win this game. Let me find the spread. It is -15.
Quickly, do you guys know what the BPI is? What rank MTST is in the nation?
Don't know.
160. 160. They are dead last in the field in rank. Oh, I'm sorry. I think St. Peter's from New Jersey, St. Peter's Prep, they're the only team that's ranked lower. Montana State's not a good team. Texas Tech is very good defensively. And in upset teams, you see teams that are good that have explosive offenses and play tough defense. It's hard to upset a team like Texas Tech in this spot because they're so defense-oriented. Defense-oriented teams do well against the higher seeds. Give me Tech. Don't need to overthink this one.
Yeah, I agree. It's Tech, and there's not really much I need to say about it. I think they win this one in probably a landslide.
Quickly, before I want to say one thing about this, I also think Texas Tech absolutely murders Alabama in the next round.
Which is why
Notre Dame. Or Notre Dame,
which I have that in my bracket. That's why I think part of the reason I'm taking Notre Dame there. I think it's kind of you've got a free play. I think Texas Tech smacks either one of them.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Texas Tech rolls here, man. They played great one of the best, actually the best defense in the nation. Montana State won't stand a chance, man.
All right, guys, let's move into it because this next game is my favorite round one matchup. Just going to put that out there. It's number 7 Michigan State versus number 10 Davidson. It is a pick 'em. Michigan State's favored by a point, but it's a pick 'em here. Guys, this game has so many implications, so many storylines. Davidson's best player is a transfer out of Michigan State. He played there for 3 years. I'm blanking on his name. Damn.
Something
Doesn't matter.
Can't remember his name, but anyway, he's the leading scorer for Davidson, and he's a transfer out of Michigan State. He's played there for 3 years. Davidson is one of the most offensively efficient teams in the country, 11th ranked best offense in terms of efficiency rating. Michigan State up and down year, right? Kind of never really found themselves, but in the past 2.5 weeks, they beat Purdue and Wisconsin outright. Both of those teams are 3 seeds, so Michigan State can beat the teams that they need to be when they're in front of them. The reason that I think this game is so intriguing is if Michigan State wins and Duke wins, which is the next game, you're going to get Coach K versus Tom Izzo in the second round, which is so cool to have in Coach K's last ever tournament. So I'm rooting for that. I do think Michigan State gets it done in this game. I think they beat Davidson. I know Davidson's a sexy double-digit Cinderella pick, even though I don't count 10 seeds as Cinderellas, but I see a lot of people.
Come on. Yes, they are.
No, they're not, guys. No, they're not. I have a strict rule about this. I have a really strict rule about this. 12, 11, I don't even think 11 seeds a Cinderella. 12 and up to me is Cinderella.
First of all, let me stop you because you said I have a very strict rule about this. 12 or 11. So I don't think it's that strict if you're bouncing between 12 and 11.
10 seeds are not Cinderella. Guys, no. The 10 seed is not a Cinderella. Unless they make it to the Final Four.
Davidson?
Yeah.
The
don't you ever disrespect Steph Curry's alma mater like that.
Exactly. They were nothing before that.
7 Michigan State. They're moving on. They're winning.
Davidson is one of those teams that can make a run because of their offense. They're one of the best shooting teams in the country.
Take 'em.
I don't know. Is Lee the transfer? The guard? Is Lee the transfer? I'm not sure if Lee's the transfer. I think
my brother.
I can't say that on the show, but Young Jung Lee has been unbelievable for that team.
Foster Lawyer is the transfer.
Point guard. Foster Lawyer is the point guard. He's got a nice 3-point shot as well. They also have Luka Bracketology down low. He's been unbelievable in the paint. He's one of the better big men in the tournament as well. I think Davidson has a chance, guys. I'm taking Davidson. Give me the dog, the 10 over the 7. Michigan State's been disappointing all year. As somebody who's a huge Big Ten fan, I watch a ton of Big Ten basketball. Rutgers beat Michigan State by over 20. I saw Michigan State get blown out on several occasions. They've played a lot better in the last couple weeks. But if they're not hitting the open 3 and they're not playing well down low with John Marble and with Bingham, they're going to lose here. Davidson can shoot lights out. Give me Davidson.
Dummy.
Yeah, I like Michigan State.
Find out. You'll find out.
I hate to say it, but you
too. You'll find out too.
Like you said, I've watched a lot of Big Ten basketball as well this year. I think that they're up and down, but this is where they thrive. This is big. It's tournament time. They got Tom Izzo. I think they get the job done, and then they're probably going to run into Duke, where that'll probably be a grinded out game. But yeah, I'm going with Michigan State. I'm not going to overthink it. I think it's just a step up in competition. I think Michigan State does not want to have a first round exit here.
Quickly to the chat, I so agree. A. Murado says Cinderellas are like 8s and ups. You're 100% correct. Don't listen to him.
Yeah, 100%. We all agree with you. Hefe, just bad take.
100%. Great caller.
Let's go.
Let's go, boys. I'm on Michigan State, man. Better team, harder schedule. I like them to roll.
You mean the Big Ten's harder than whatever the hell conference Davidson comes out?
We got
if you don't know Davidson's conference.
We got Duke CSU Fullerton, guys. It's a 18.5 line. I mean, I watched the CSU Fullerton Long Beach State Championship game. I can't remember what conference they're in. CSU Fullerton does have one player that I love, EJ Anosike. He's a center there. I can't believe I actually remember his name. He's a great player, man. I watched it. I'm like, that dude is going to transfer out of this college next year and go to a power conference 100%. He's a great player, but Duke is chock full of great players. Alpha's favorite, Paolo Banchero, is on Duke. He's Alpha's favorite player in the whole tournament. He loves Paolo. Guys, spread aside. Spread aside, Duke's winning this game. They have too much firepower for CSU Fullerton. Duke would have to have the worst game ever, and CSU Fullerton would have to hit threes from all over, which they did in the conference championship game. But I just think Duke's in another category. Give me Duke to move on here and set up the Michigan State-Duke second-round matchup. Does anybody in here give CSU full a chance?
No, but the Davidson Duke
rules.
matchup is going to be a great game, the double deep matchup. But guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about Duke for a second. As you guys know, if you watch Off the Rim, I am the world's biggest Paolo Banchero hater. I think he's a lazy player, and I'm not a big fan of his game. He's been really letting the team down lately. He's not been able to help them close games. And there's a lot of pressure on these guys. It's not talked about enough. This is Coach K's final run. You don't think these players have a lot of pressure? They didn't win the tournament for him. They didn't win his last game for him. And if they go out early, that's the worst way ever to send off one of the greatest coaches in college basketball history. There's a ton of pressure on these kids at Duke. Duke gets it done in the first round matchup, but I think they lose in either the following round or the round after that. I don't see Duke being a late round team in this tournament.
I agree 100% with you, Alpha. I think that Duke gets it done here. But like the ACC just had a down year this year, man. I think that they're going to struggle in this tournament. And, Duke's got enough talent, I think, to scrape by some of these first rounds. Maybe they get through second. If they get Michigan State, that could be a really good game. But either way, I have them losing to Texas Tech. I got Texas Tech doing pretty decent here. I think that, yeah. So
there you go.
I'm riding with Duke. I know, shocker. I'm taking the 18.5, point spread on the money line.
All right.
Good call. Good call.
That wraps it up for round one in the West region. So let's move it on to the East region. Back to the number one seed here, Baylor, Norfolk State. This game is today.
Hold on. Before we go on to the next one, do you guys want to say who you guys have coming out of?
Who's my Final Four representative out of the West?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was easy. It's Gonzaga.
Yep. No, I'm not going to say anything else. Yep.
Does anybody not?
I agree.
Let's put it
yeah,
does anybody not have
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga coming out?
I have
Gonzaga coming out. I have them going up against
Or
Tech.
Texas
I wouldn't
Tech.
be surprised if I don't know. I think it's going to be a lot harder this year though for Gonzaga. I wouldn't be surprised if they get tripped up.
Fun question. Give me somebody not Duke who can make it out of this round. Not Texas Tech. Fun. Just look at the bracket. Like
Michigan State.
Besides Duke and Gonzaga and Tech.
If
I
Michigan
feel
beats
like
Gonzaga,
I feel like Texas Tech is going to let me down. Like Texas Tech.
I want to say something. If Michigan State beats Duke and Texas Tech loses to Bama, I think that could make it out.
We can't hear you.
Damn it, Jeff.
that's super smart. If you start lagging, no one can say you had a bad take because it didn't actually come out.
Am I back now?
You're back.
It looks like it. Looks like we're getting you back. You're getting a little more pixelated.
I said my sleeper for coming out is Bama. If they get the matchups they need.
My sleeper is going to be Memphis. I think if Memphis gets through Gonzaga, I think they could possibly.
Too young of a team.
There's a really good chance that they win the.
They're
They're too young.
They're
bro.
so damn
just,
young. They don't have it.
Good
I agree.
Okay,
Boys, we have a lot of regions to go. Let's keep it moving.
East region. Let's make this one fast. Baylor, Norfolk. Anybody give Norfolk a shot? They're
Nope.
20.5 dog. Baylor. Question. Everybody think that Baylor's the worst number one seed? The
Yes.
weakest?
Yes.
Especially because of all the injuries they've had throughout the year.
When the hell was the last time a team went back to back? Was it Florida? The Gator. It would have to be that Gator team with Joaquin, with Noah and Al.
David Lee.
Al Horford.
Al
Al
Horford.
Brewer. Wow, that team was great.
Tim
They went back to
Tebow,
back.
unbelievable. They're unbelievable.
He was the point guard and the quarterback and the coach. Okay, great matchup. After this one, we have 8 UNC versus 9 Marquette.
Battle of two terrible
Slam,
teams.
you want to start this one? You haven't started one yet. For us, this game is, let me get a spread, -3.5 UNC. This game is today at 4:30.
I like UNC, man. Marquette, people forget, they're a bunch of freshmen. They had a decent year though. New coach, not new coach, but transfer coach, or actually new coach. My bad. UNC rolls, in my opinion.
I see it the same way. I say it the same way you do. They're 15-5 in the ACC. They're coming in as the BPI 26. The only thing that worries me is UNC did not do well against the top 25. They went 2-4 on the year. Marquette didn't do well either. They went 6-6, and they finished 11-8 in their conference. But Marquette plays in a lot worse conference than UNC. I think UNC rolls in this one. They have the size with Armando Bacot to take it down low and win the game. Give me UNC. Also, my favorite spread of the day. Gonna put that out there. UNC is my favorite spread today.
I as well love UNC. And as we talked about on the last game of Baylor being our weakest number 1 seed, I think that, I'm just going to give you the next round preview right there. I think that North Carolina knocks off Baylor. So I got them in this round and the next round as well.
I can see that.
Guys, yeah, I actually totally agree with BB. I think North Carolina wins this game. They have a good chance at beating Baylor, and I'm going to take North Carolina here to beat Marquette. Moving on, 5 St. Mary's versus number 12 Indiana. We saw Indiana beat Wyoming in the playing game. I'll be really quick with this one, guys. I'm going to take St. Mary's here. I think they play at such a great slow pace. They have veteran players on their team like fucking Bob Cousy's grandson, literally. I'm going to take St. Mary's. I don't know. They're going to win this game. I need to find the spread, though. St. Mary's -2.5. Love that. Take them.
Yeah, well, yet again, Hefe, I'm on Indiana. We're on a lot of opposites here. Big Ten guy here. We've seen Indiana being one of the best teams out of the Big Ten the last month of the year. They made a run in the Big Ten tournament. They started featuring Trace Jackson Davis, as they should have done all year, by getting the ball to him in the paint and letting him either kick it out or go up with it. It's made a huge difference for their offense, and they seem to be rolling with their new style. Against the top 25, St. Mary's did not do well. They're 1-2. Indiana didn't do much better, 3-7. Neither team did great. But Indiana has the more experienced players. They have had guys that have played in bigger games, and they've played in bigger games in the Big Ten all year long. Give me Indiana. They'll be up for this one.
I
agree.
I like Indiana as well.
Upset City, baby.
This one was my hardest one to pick of the first round. I'm going to be honest with you. This is one of those 12-5s that I really think St. Mary's is a very good team.
I respect you.
Hot. They're hot.
I respect it. Trace Jackson has to have just as good of a game as he had versus Wyoming for them.
So does Roy Thompson.
But I think that can happen pretty easily. I think Trace Jackson's gonna, he's gonna dominate. He's gonna be the best player on the court. No, hands down. I think
you guys aren't respecting St. Mary's, guys. You guys, these
are very
veteran teams, seniors. They're seasoned. They play Gonzaga twice a year. Like, come on.
Do you know who plays in the Big Ten? 9 teams in this tournament. Well, 8 now, but original 9 in this tournament.
It's so easy to do what you guys are doing. You see the small school with the lower seed, and you're like, that doesn't make sense. I'm going to take the big school with the higher seed. Let's move on, guys. 4 UCLA versus 13 Akron. UCLA -13.5.
It's UCLA. I'm not touching Akron. They're coming on the MAC. They've played absolutely nobody. I'm not going to.
It's UCLA, guys. Let's not forget what happened last year at UCLA. I think they kind of tune up for the tournament. I think they all look at each other hard in the mirror before their game and be like, "This is our time. Let's remember what we did last year. Let's keep it moving because that one's easy." This next one is a great one, guys. Number 6 Texas versus number 11 Vatech. Let me give you some stats. Texas is 0-10 against the spread in their last 10 tournament games. Virginia Tech is probably the hottest team coming in. They just won the ACC, beating Duke. Is it a -1? It's a pick'em?
Yeah, it's a -1 Texas.
Let's quickly. Is anyone on Texas? I'm all over Virginia Tech. I mean, Texas 3-8 against the top 25. Absolutely awful. Marcus Carr is such a fraud. Marcus Carr is such a fraud. He was so good on Minnesota, was the number 1 transfer player in the country. Goes to Texas. He can't play a lick of defense. He's not hitting his threes that he hit last year. Texas looks awful. Give me Virginia
Chris
Tech.
Beard, bro.
There you go.
Yeah, man. So
yeah,
we're all in.
Honestly,
we're all in 11 Vatech.
That's what scares the living crap out of me, though, is that we're all in Virginia Tech. I think we might be falling right into the trap. But either way, I see them losing next round. Probably either one of these teams. So not too worried about it. If I do, Texas will blow it next round.
Oh, hold up. We got Bowman in the chat, one of our longest fans.
What up, Bowman?
Oh, my God. Speaking of this. Guys, let's take a quick time out. The Knicks are never losing a spread ever in the history of life. Every day is our Super Bowl. We're the best team ever. 6 straight covers, never fade. Let's get back to the tournament. Sorry. Number 3 Purdue versus number 14. See, just don't do this. When you do this, you get me started. Number 3 Purdue versus number 14 Yale. Purdue's a 16-point favorite. Anybody give Yale a shot?
Nope.
No,
Jaden Ivey. Watch Jaden Ivey this tournament, guys. He's going to propel himself in the draft. Jaden Ivey's going to have an absolutely
great take.
Massive tournament.
Great take. I think he will propel himself to possibly fringe top 3, 100% top 5.
Yep.
Let's move on. This is a great one. Number 7 Murray State versus number 10 San Fran. These two teams, they score, man. These two teams are scorers. Murray State, one of the best, has the best record coming into the tournament at 30-2 on the year. They haven't lost since Thanksgiving. I'm taking Murray State. I'm taking Murray State in this game. What's the line? 2.5. I'm comfortable laying that. Is this game today, guys? This game is tomorrow. This game is today. Yep, this game is today.
No, it's tonight.
9:40.
Yep. It's a late game, baby.
Who's with me? Alpha?
I'm on Murray State, guys. Fun little seeding fact. 10 seeds are 5-2 in the last 2 years against 7 seeds. But I think Murray flips the trend here. Murray State is the hottest team in college basketball. They only have 2 losses here.
I don't know.
Slam, what do you like, Yoni? You better wake up, dude. Best day of the year. Hold on. If you don't wake up, I'm going to make Hefe do an exercise class on here. And
exercise class. Let's get it.
Let's go. Best day of the year. Get some energy.
I'm on Murray State. Murray State gets it done. That's my pick.
Yes. Hefe, get the shoulders going.
All right, here's the deal, guys. Fade the people, fade the world. San Francisco gets it done here. I love Murray State. I love both these teams. I think it sucks that they got matched up in the first round. I think both these teams could have had some upsets here. I think, you put these two teams against some of these lower seeded teams that they definitely both could have had them. It just sucks that these two have to play. I think this line should be about a pick 'em. So I like the value with San Francisco getting the 2.5 points. And I'm going to have them on my bracket because, like Alpha said, the trends, baby, I don't think they flip.
All right, let's keep it moving, guys. Number 2 Kentucky versus number 15 St. Peter's. Kentucky's an 18-point favorite. Anybody give St. Peter's a shot? We're moving on real quick.
Let me tell you, they are a small school from New Jersey that I'm just proud to see them in the tournament. Let's go St. Peter's. Shock the world. They have no chance. Let's go St. Peter's.
I will say, so they are a press-heavy team, and they do very well with it. Kentucky does struggle with the press. I watched a good amount of Kentucky basketball. And they do struggle with the press. I just don't think their press is going to be similar to ones that they've seen out of teams like Auburn. They just don't have the similar athletes. I think if they try to press, it very well could turn into a track meet where they're, the superior athletes are just running up and down the court. So I don't think it's the same.
Oscar Sheepway. There was nobody in the state of New Jersey that could stop that man, let alone at St. Peter's Prep.
Okay, guys. Who wins? Who we got winning? This bracket is the East region is chaotic. Who do we think? Who's our Final Four person?
I think it's a stacked bracket.
Virginia Tech is mine.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Alpha?
Virginia Tech is mine.
Wow.
Wait, now you're trolling.
Wow.
Hey,
Alpha and I have
BBB?
I'm going with Kentucky on this one.
I'm going with Kentucky too.
It's either Kentucky or VT as well.
Yeah, for me, it's Kentucky or UCLA, guys. Do not rule out UCLA's path.
That's who I have that to them too.
They can if
one.
If it matches up where Baylor makes it and UCLA makes it, UCLA can 100% beat Baylor, and they can also match up with Kentucky really well. I'm gonna take Kentucky.
Wait. I messed up. I read my bracket wrong. I have Virginia Tech losing to UCLA in the Elite Eight. I have in the Elite Eight. I read it wrong. I have in the Elite Eight. I feel so much better. I'm not on the same team as Slam now. I'm needing them to go to the Elite Eight. I'm going to be honest here.
Very good. Okay.
Bro.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I actually have them losing in the first round.
By the way, that was unbelievable.
Okay. South. To the south we go. Arizona and Wright State. Let's just anybody.
Arizona, let's go.
Okay. Nobody gives
Good win
a
for
shot.
Wright State yesterday, though. Way to shut up Peter Kiss and get them out of the tournament. Peter Kiss was pissing me off all game with his stupid little antics. They're down by 22 points. He dunks the ball and he's flexing at the crowd and hits the ball into the inbounder's hand. You're down 22.
How many points did he have?
Gotta blow him a little Peter Kiss.
28 points.
Yeah, he had 28
shots.
points. He was actually shot about 50%. He just had no help.
He was awful.
He started off very slow, which once they got down, they could not get out of that hole.
Let's keep it rolling. Too much time in Arizona.
Number 8 Seton Hall versus number 9 TCU. I can't find the spread on this because I'm located in New Jersey, so I need some help.
Minus. It's a half.
I'm pretty sure it's like a pick 'em basically.
Pick up, yeah.
Is it? It's okay. It's even.
It's
It's a straight. This is the last first round game being played. It is tomorrow night, the last game. Guys, I'm going to take the 9 CTCU here.
You're a disgrace to New Jersey.
You're a disgrace.
You on Seton Hall?
No.
I am on Seton Hall. I think it's a Seton Hall play, guys. I think
No.
I think people are riding too high on this
No.
TCU team.
No.
Seton Hall's season got disrupted when the point guard, the transfer out of Harvard, was out for the year. Akins, he was the catalyst of this team. Him and Roden have been very good this year, but without Akins in the lineup, I don't see Seton Hall making a run. They needed the point guard.
I don't need them to make a run. I just need them to beat TCU. I think TCU is kind of getting a little too much hype here because I think Seton Hall is just a better team, honestly. I think they get it done. And then, honestly, either one of them's getting buzzsawed by Arizona. So
Yeah. Agreed. Slammy, what do you like?
TCU.
Oh,
TCU.
good.
I'm
Let's
on the
move
hot
on.
team.
Let's move on
Let's
because
move
the
on.
next game is the game. The next game is
Oh,
the
no.
game.
Here we go.
This is it.
All right.
UAB outright. Throw the spread out the window. Don't need it. Jordan, Jelly, Walker. Bang. He's going to drop a 40 burger on Houston. Give me UAB here. You heard it here first. I'm either going to look like an idiot or a genius. Don't care.
You're gonna look like dumb
UAB.
idiot. You look at big dumb idiot. Houston experience. They made it to the Elite Eight or Final Four last year. They made another deep run. A lot of guys returned. They've been there before. Same coach. Give me Houston.
I'm with. I like Houston in advance here. UAB might cover, but I don't think they get the win. Man. Houston is too much experience and way better defense, man.
Let them know.
I got Houston here as well. I
Sorry,
tell you what, I wanted to take him over Arizona so bad, but I just could not do it. I got Houston winning this one, but I could not pull the trigger. I have them going somewhat deep, but I could not get them over Arizona.
Agreed. Over the comments, guys, S. Worth, you're here all the time. We appreciate you, bro. Roden will struggle. You're saying, I agree. Roden does have some letdown games for Seton Hall. I really don't think
People, you see the chat? The people love Jelly, baby. The people love Jelly.
I think a lot of people are loving Jelly. They saw him have.
I see one dude,
Look
bro.
how many people are talking about Jelly. That's already, no, we're three guys. Jelly, fuck peanut butter, baby. We team Jelly over here.
I'm about to go. I'll be team peanut butter. I'm cool with that.
I'm allergic to peanut butter, little alpha secret, so I'm not on the peanut butter team.
But that means you're on the.
I'm on the Houston.
Oh, idiot.
What do we got
Houston, we
next,
do not
boys?
have any problems here. They're gonna
All right, guys. Next, we have
Yeah,
another really sexy possible matchup.
It is a sexy possible.
This is a possible sexy upset right here. Number 4 Illinois, number 13 Chattanooga. Where's the line at? -8 for Illinois, obviously. Guys, I know there's a lot of people that are going to give Chattanooga a chance. Or any one of you one of them?
Yes. I think Illinois is the biggest fraud in the tournament for me. Like I've said a million times, I'm a huge Big Ten guy. They were the number 1 team in the Big Ten. They were the highest ranked team pretty much the whole season. And they went 4-4 against the top 25. They literally lose every big spot, lost in the first round of the Big Ten tournament. And I think they're going to lose early here. Chattanooga is a good opponent for Illinois. They do match up well. I do think Illinois gets it done over Chattanooga, but I have Illinois getting upset in the next round. So I'm not counting Chattanooga out. I would not take Illinois spread, and I would take Chattanooga spread 100% in this one.
I agree. I think Illinois gets it done in this one, but I think Chattanooga can give them a little bit of a run for their money here. I think at the end of the day, though, they do have the superior talent. I think they grind out a win, whether it's, it's probably going to be a lot tougher than they would like it to be. But I think especially with, coming off of last year where they had it, they're going to come in prepared for it and they're going to know it. But like Alpha said as well, I do think this team is almost somewhat of a fraud.
If Curbelo isn't hitting his shots and Kofi Coburn isn't absolutely dominating the paint, they're awful. They're not even.
That's the biggest problem.
So Kofi gets into foul trouble. Curbelo stays cold, and they have Frazier as well, who doesn't always hit his shot. So if they're shooting, they'll win this game. But if they're not, they're going to struggle.
Yeah, Illinois gets it done, man, but I don't know if they would cover that spread today. So I like Illinois to advance in here.
Okay, guys. This next game is the game that is the first tip. This is probably the game everybody's got their eye on right now. So I'm going to send out a tweet to let everybody know that we are going over it.
We'll give out spread plays on this one, guys.
Yeah, this one we will give out a spread play because it'll be tipping off right when we get off. It's the number 6 and 11 matchup between Colorado State and Michigan. Michigan is the 11. Colorado State's the 6. What is the spread at, guys?
-1.5 Michigan.
So the 11 seed is favored here as let me ask you guys this: would you consider Michigan beating Colorado State an upset here?
It is an upset, yes. Michigan doesn't even deserve to be here. Don't get me started. They're 17-14 on the year. They got killed in the Big Ten tournament with a 20-point lead in the second half. They were awful all year. If they were not the University of Michigan and didn't have the fans they do all across the country, they wouldn't be here. They're the most frustrating team to be in this tournament because they absolutely don't deserve it. But with that being said, I'm on Michigan. They had a good end to their year. Hunter Dickinson's a good player, and I do think they get it done. They have two good big men. Diabate off the bench is good too. But they don't deserve to be here.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but is there any way you can give me the public percent on this one?
Let me see if I can get on this one.
Colorado State 63% is what I'm saying.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
public
Colorado
love
State,
Colorado State.
They're a one-man team, Colorado State.
Well,
I'm not a big fan of that.
David Gotti is one of the most underappreciated players.
Roddy.
Roddy is one of the most underappreciated players in the league.
Absolutely.
I talked about this. He is one of the scouts he's one of the players that scouts are absolutely love to see. He's a do-it-all type of guy. Guys, I'm really struggling with this one. I want to go Michigan, but they have been such a letdown all year long.
Let me tell you guys a quick stat on Michigan before we go over this. Michigan against the top 25 teams this year are 2-7. 2-7 against the top 25, and they made this tournament at 17-14. It's just it's maddening. But I'm still on Michigan. I think they kill Colorado State. I think they win this one by double digits. But yet again, they don't deserve to be here. That's what's frustrating.
I'm going with Michigan. I'm going to go with Michigan here. Shit. God, they better not freaking let me down on the first game of the tournament.
Jones is out for Michigan. Jones is out for Michigan, though. But I don't think that matters. I think they're still going to get it done. They've experienced. They've been here before. Eli Brooks, I believe, is a senior now. He will keep this team staying good. And Hunter Dickinson's been here before, their best player. So I really do think Michigan gets it done. But I hate that they're here.
Anybody on Colorado State? Anybody on Colorado State?
I think I think it's a trap. Everyone's falling for the Colorado State trap. No one's stopping Hunter Dickinson. No one's stopping Hunter Dickinson. Guys,
Michigan all day.
Look at the opponents too. They actually have played similar opponents. Michigan absolutely smacked UNLV, who absolutely smacked Colorado State twice this year. They absolutely smacked San Diego State, who absolutely annihilated Colorado State when they split that season series. But I think, when it comes to the skill, I don't think they have anyone that's going to be able to stop Hunter Dickinson. And I think the better team wins here. Everyone saw them struggle. They saw them lose in the Big Ten tournament. Everyone's fading Michigan here. Michigan gets it done.
Agreed.
Okay, there you go. Next one is another possible upset category. I see a lot of people on this one. Number 3, Tennessee. Number 14, Longwood. Go around the room. Anybody give a long shot?
Tennessee is one of they're not a sleeper team, obviously, because they're a 3 seed, but I think they're going to make a very deep run. I think they're going to make a very deep
Cinderella,
run.
baby.
They're not a Cinderella, but they have John Fulkerson. They have, I always say the guy's name wrong, Vescovi, the point guard. They're a good team. I think they get this one done, and I think they make a deep run. They have an easy path to make a deep run, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they get it done again. I think they get it done here, but I would not be surprised to see Michigan upset them, though. I'm not that high on Tennessee, to be honest. I could see them getting
Longwood, not Michigan. Longwood.
I know. I'm talking second round, baby.
Gotcha. No.
Alpha, wake up, catch up. Come on, Alpha.
He said the wrong team. What do you mean?
All right. Let's keep it moving, guys. After this one, we got an interesting 7-10 matchup. Loyola Chicago 10 seed, Ohio State 7 seed. Anybody got the spread on this one?
-7 Ohio State, I would say. Last time I looked.
Shout out Clee Picks, our friend Clee Picks. Hope you don't get Oral Roberts again this year, my friend.
Oh, never mind. Not -7. -1 Loyola.
Yes.
Oh, the 10 seed's a favorite, and I'm rolling with Loyola here. I think I can see a lot of people taking. I'm assuming public's on Ohio State. That bigger brand. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of action on them.
Yeah.
I'm going with Loyola here, guys.
They have 57% of the bets, but they also have a lot more percentage of the money as well. I think there's some sharp action coming in on them.
So I'm going with Loyola, guys. Anybody on Ohio State? Or are we all kind of...
I'm on Loyola. I can't trust Ohio State.
I'm fading Ohio State.
Ohio State is the Ohio State EJ Liddells. He needs to carry that team, and I don't think he's going to be capable against that defense that Loyola runs. They're very good at stopping one player if they want to, and EJ Liddell will be shut down today, in my opinion.
Does anyone have Loyola Chicago making another little Cinderella run, or is that where you think they're still?
They get a bad matchup, in my opinion.
Yes,
but this next team that we're going to go over, so we're all in Loyola?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, let's keep it moving, guys. Number 2, Nova versus 15, Delaware. Anybody in Delaware shot?
Nova.
No.
And to go on what we were just talking about there, that's why I have Loyola dying off there. I think they just got a tough second round matchup if they can make it past the first.
Yep.
So many people are high on Villanova. I'm not one of them. I think they would get bounced early.
Where do you think they lose?
I think they beat Loyola and they lose in the next one. Who do I have?
Sweet 16.
You guys are going to laugh. I talked so much shit about Michigan, but I have Michigan beating Nova in the third round.
Yeah,
Just because you're in form and getting better now doesn't mean they deserve to be here. They still don't deserve to be here.
I thought you said you have Tennessee making a deep run.
Did you just say you had Tennessee going a long way?
I have two brackets. One of them I have Michigan I have Michigan beating Arizona. I have Michigan beating Arizona, and I have Tennessee beating Arizona as well. So in both of my brackets, I have Michigan or Tennessee going through past that.
Arizona hate.
I'm not an Arizona guy. I think the injury to their leading scorer, I forget his name right now, but he's got that blown up ankle. His ankle
I don't know, man.
blew up.
Yeah, he's kind of shot them. I don't think it's that big. I don't think it'll hurt him that much. Plus, I think he'll be back by the time next weekend's game starts. If not,
he's gonna be playing banged up. So Chris is his name, right? Coke.
I don't know how to say his.
I don't know how to say his name. The European guy from Arizona. He's pretty banged up.
Carissa.
Thank you. You said that beautifully, by the way.
Yeah, European.
And he's so European that he has his first name as on the back of his jersey, and I just think that's fantastic. Way to go, Jesus! Way to go. All right, guys, that kills this.
Who do you got coming out of the South?
Who we got coming out of the South? I'll go first. It's Arizona for me. I think they're too athletic all the way up and down. They have too many great players. Benedict. I always mess up his last name, so you guys already know who I'm talking about. Oh God, I always mess up his. I can't even say it, but you know who I'm talking about. The best player in Arizona. I think they get it done. My sleeper for this bracket, man. I don't have one. I think Arizona wins. I don't see another team beating Arizona in this bracket. Anybody have anybody other than Arizona coming out?
I have
a lot of people on Arizona, man.
But I think Houston could do it. I'm not.
Yeah, I have Houston. I have Houston coming out, and I like Michigan to make a little Cinderella run out of it.
Yep. I like Michigan or Tennessee to come out of this region. I know I shit on Michigan a little while ago, but I don't Arizona. I think we can all agree this is the easiest.
Put me to my Final Four.
They don't deserve to be here though. But don't you guys think this is the easiest side of the bracket with the clearest path?
No.
The next we're going over, maybe.
The Midwest is going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a slugfest. There's who knows what's about to happen in this one.
Okay. Well, with that being said, let's get into the last region here, guys. Midwest. We're going to start with number 1, Kansas versus Texas Southern. Kansas, right?
Little sleeper. I have Kansas. A little spoiler. I have Kansas getting bounced pretty early as well.
Okay, then you must really have something on this next game. Number 8, SDSU, one of the best defensive teams in the country, 5th best defense, versus number 9, Creighton. Alpha, you must love SDSU.
The SDSU Matt Bradleys, I think they win this game, but I do not love them for the region. I have them winning one spot. I will get to my winning region team when we get to their first match, which I'm sure most of you guys can figure out.
I have San Diego State as well, and just as Hefe alluded to there, I think they upset Kansas. I think that, I've talked about it before. Kansas struggles with good defensive teams. We got our, Texas Tech resident over here. He's got a great defensive team. We've seen them, give Kansas all kinds of fits. And San Diego State, they are, I think number 2 in basically all the defensive metrics, right behind Texas Tech. They have very similar thing, a little bit of a lesser offense. They're like a little junior version of Texas Tech. And I think they come and they give them some trouble, and I think they get it done.
What's their coach? Does anyone know San Diego State's coach's name? He does a phenomenal job with the defense on that program. It seems like they're always a staple around this time of year because of how they play defensively as a team.
They're always able to compete in any game because of how good they are defensively.
I'm taking San Diego State in the next round too. I like them.
Number
2 in the nation in defense. I think they get it done. Just need some offense, man. They can roll past Creighton and potentially get an upset against Kansas.
Okay, I'm also just like in any playoffs. What?
It's getting better. If it fixes itself, you're good. You're good.
You're good. Go
for
Just
about-
don't move
I,
too
I,
fast.
I like SDSU here, guys. Defense wins at this time of the year, and SDSU is one of the best defensive teams in the country. When they can score, they're very hard to beat. When they can't score, it's just a terrible game to watch. My God. All right, let's move on to one of the just sexiest teams of the tournament here. Number 5 Iowa versus number 12 Richmond. I'm just gonna assume all of us are on Iowa.
I have Iowa my championship.
Yeah, which I hate. Guys,
Iowa's going to
Iowa
championship.
scares me.
Iowa
scares me because they should win this. They should win this bracket. Like they should be in Final Four pretty much almost no matter what, in my opinion.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
it's Iowa and they play no defense. And I think there's somewhere they get tripped up, but I do have them going deep in this side of the bracket. But I won't be surprised at all if they get tripped up because they don't have the defense. If their offense cools off even a little bit, they are on upset alert.
They didn't have the defense. Have you seen how they played over the last month and a half? They just won the Big Ten tournament. Ran through literally everybody. They ran through one of the hardest conferences in basketball, and it wasn't even close.
Because their offense is on fire. That's why if they cool off, it's dangerous.
Their offense has been on fire because I think they have the most dynamic scorer in the country in Keegan Murray. You don't know what to do with his size, his off the dribble, his just straight shot off the catch. He's unbelievable. Then you get a guy like Jordan Bohannon, who has to be about 57 years old and has been in Iowa for the last 2 years. I feel like Bohannon's been there since I've been out of college. I've been out of college for over 10 years. But Bohannon's one of those guys that can hit threes from anywhere on the court. He hits bombs from anywhere, long-range Steph Curry type threes, and they're a good team. And they have that family dynamic that I like. Like a lot of teams make runs when they're so tight-knit. The coach, 2 of his kids are on the team, and the Keegan Murray and Chris Murray, the brothers there too. They're a very tight-knit team. They're going to the finals, in my opinion. Give me Iowa easily in this matchup. Richmond took Rutgers' bid. We had to play last night because they stole it on the very last day. So Richmond's losing by 90. Let's go, Iowa.
I love Iowa. I love Keegan Murray. I think he's a break. This is his breakout tournament. He's going to be the Johnny Juzang of this year. And just like Alpha said, I'll let the cat out of the bag. I got Iowa winning this region. I love the path they have. Let's move on.
Jeff?
What?
Oh, okay. Moving on.
Hefe really
Providence, South Dakota State, very popular
am I
upset pick here. We'll see when Hefe pixelates back. I'm going to be quick. Not going to take up anyone's time. I am on the South Dakota State train, just like half the country, to beat the worst team. What did you guys call them? Fraudulence?
Fraudulence.
Frauds. Love it. Go South Dakota State.
Yeah, I agree. They're frauds. It scares the living crap out of me that everyone's on it, but yeah, I think that South Dakota State can get it done here, and I would love nothing more than to watch fraudulence lose.
Ooh, Michigan's getting steamed.
Guys,
-2 now.
Providence is fraud, but they're going to win this game, and they're going to move on to the second round where they will lose against Iowa.
Yeah, I have a feeling
Providence getting rocked.
Yeah, I have a feeling Providence makes it out of the first round. I think too many people are riding South Dakota State and fading Providence here, and it's one of those like huge public like fade moments. And I think Providence bounces back and gets it done on the round 1, then probably loses the next round.
Exactly.
That game's in an hour and a half. We get early action on that one. That's the second game of the day today, 12:40.
Yep. Did you guys hear me? Am I coming through? I said I'm on Providence, guys. I do think South Dakota State keeps it close, but I think there's just so much public action on a 13 seed, which just come on. I'm taking Providence to win this game, and they'll lose their next game versus Iowa easily. All right, guys.
Totals quickly. I am slamming the under in this matchup. It's at 150. It's way too low.
Good point. All right, couple more matchup stuff, guys. Bottom half of the
dude.
All right.
Midwest.
All
Number
right.
7.
No. Now we have LSU versus the second biggest frauds in the tournament, Iowa State, led by Isaiah Brockington and Gabe Kalsher. Iowa State can't score, guys. We all saw the tournament. They scored, 38 points, and they lost in a full game. 38 points. They don't deserve to be here either. They are my second biggest frauds here. Give me LSU. I think this one's going to be easy. I think LSU gets bounced early, but I think Iowa State's the worst team in the field. Sorry, prop guy, if you're watching. I know that's your team. What do you like?
Yeah, I agree. LSU is not even, in my opinion, that great of a team, but I think they get the job done here. This is why this division or this part of the bracket is so crazy. The Midwest is going to be a slugfest. LSU, I'm not that high on, but I'm more high on them than I am Iowa State, so I'm rocking with LSU here.
Iowa State unders have been free money all year. They are absolutely atrocious on the offensive side, and they play hard defense. That's how they stayed in games. If they win a game, they win it like 50-48. So love the under. Sorry, prop guy in the chat. Thought you were here, brother, telling me to chill. I know that's your team.
What is the total anyways for this game? I can't see it. Can't find it.
Let me see what the updated line is.
Under.
But yeah, man, LSU should get it done, man. Defensively, both these teams. This game is probably going to be boring to watch.
129. It's tomorrow at 7:30 at night.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that under looks nice. Yeah, man. This game is going to be boring to watch, in my opinion. I mean, both these guys are defensive team. LSU is, up and down this year, but they should get it done in advance. Can't trust Iowa State.
I agree. Let's move on past this one. Hefe, you got anything? I think you're here. Good.
I said I'm on Iowa State. Not a fan of LSU.
Ew.
Ooh, okay.
Ew.
Big Brockington guy, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Number
How's
3,
your prop guy
Wisco.
pick?
Number 14, Colgate. Anybody give Colgate a shot?
Yes,
I do.
Absolutely. Colgate's been outstanding this year. They're one of the teams that's a trendy sleeper pick, but Wisconsin is all veteran guys. They're going to get it done. I debated this one a little bit. The more I dove into it, Brad Davidson, all the guys they have over at Wisconsin, they're going to get this one done.
Yeah, I agree. I was brushing my teeth, looking over my bracket, looked down, saw my toothpaste had Colgate. It was destiny.
Oh my God.
Wisconsin's going down first round. Let's go.
That was so lame, bro.
You planned that out.
Oh, okay. Let's.
Hefferoni, what are you on?
I'm taking Wisconsin here, guys.
Do you guys see how flustered he is? Hold on. The chat sees it. Everyone sees how flustered you are. We're working through the Wi-Fi issues. It's going to be fine. Power through, baby. Give us a smile. Let's go.
Wisconsin. Johnny Davis. Too much.
Wisconsin.
Johnny Davis is all they get.
All right, let's move on, guys.
that's true.
Last great matchup that we haven't went over yet. Number 7, USC. Number 10, the U, Miami. I'll start off. I'm going to take the U. I think they can get it done versus USC. I don't love this matchup for USC, and I don't love how USC was playing coming into the tournament in the conference tournament. I'm going to take the upset and take number 10 seed Miami to win this game.
Yeah, I am with you 100%. Taking a look at how each team is done against similar opponents, USC is 1-4 against the top 25, which is horrendous. Miami's 1-2, a little bit better, not much better. Both have the same conference record of 14-6, but I like the guards that Miami have better in this matchup. I think Wong and them are going to outshoot USC. Give me Miami. I think they're going to get this one done.
Yeah, guys, I think this is USC's toughest test here, but I think they get it done. And then after that, I got them going on a little bit of run because then they're going to be playing, Auburn, who, well, little spoiler alert, I got Auburn beating the 15 seed, which is, who knows if they can even do that, man. This team scares the living crap out of me.
Yeah,
but I think they get it done there. Like I said, the Midwest is definitely the weakest region, which is why I think there will be so much chaos. But I think they can get it done and make a little run, not because they're the greatest team, but because they have such decent matchups. So give me USC in this one.
I have Miami here. I think they make it run all the way to the Sweet 16. I think it'd be Miami versus Auburn. I don't trust Auburn in the next round. I think Miami advances all the way to the Sweet 16.
I have that as well. I have that exact scenario playing out as well.
All right, guys. Last one. Number 2, Auburn versus number 15, Jacksonville State. Guys,
What a shit game to end on, by the way.
you know how I feel about Auburn. I think they have done Jabari Smith an injustice. They should be prisoned for putting this garbage team around one of the best players in the country to make him look bad and lose draft stock for him. I think Auburn wins this, but this is my least confident number 2 seed. I guess I would be surprised if Jacksonville State wins.
Yeah.
I'm giving on the spread. I'm taking Jacksonville State. I'm telling you that right now. I'm taking Jacksonville State on the spread. I don't think Auburn wins, kills them. They don't kill anybody. God, I hope Jacksonville State wins. I hope they win so freaking badly. I move them more than any other team. I don't have the balls to take them and tell you to move them on your bracket, but I will take them against the spread. I think Auburn ends up winning this game.
Guys, Auburn is the 2 seed. They will knock off the 15 seed tomorrow. I'm not going to take up too much time. That's the first game of the day tomorrow, 12-4.
Yeah, it's Auburn.
I bet you Auburn covers even, honestly.
You
Hey,
guys are so lame. All right, who comes out of this bracket? I already said it's Iowa for me. Anybody else?
Iowa. All right, boys, here's what we're going to do. Final thing, though. After we do who comes out of this bracket, I want to know who's in your championship game.
Okay.
But who else do you – I think we all have Iowa coming out of this bracket.
I have Iowa, but I don't like it, all right?
I love it. I think
I don't like it.
I love it.
All right, my championship game. I'll go first. It's gun. I know it's chalky. So my final four, just to wrap it up, let's everybody go over their final four. Since we're already announced, it is Gonzaga, Arizona, Kentucky, Iowa. I will have Arizona beating Iowa. I have Gonzaga beating Kentucky. I have Arizona, man, getting the championship this year.
BBB, what you got?
All right, I have Gonzaga coming out of the West against Texas Tech there, and then I have Kentucky coming out of the East. I have Kentucky knocking off Gonzaga to be in the championship game. And then on the other side, I have Arizona against Iowa. I think Arizona gets it done there. And then we have a Kentucky-Arizona championship game, and I have Kentucky bringing it home here, which, reminder, guys, you don't want to just take all 1 seeds in there. I saw a statistic that the likeliness of 4 1 seeds in there is less than there being 0 1 seeds in there, which is like 2%.
All right, boys. Slam, did you give yours?
Yeah, man, I got Gonzaga, Houston, Virginia Tech, and Kansas. A lot of you guys are sleeping on Kansas, but I think Kansas makes it to the championship game with Gonzaga, and Gonzaga takes it.
All right, boys. I have Gonzaga, Iowa, I have UCLA, and I have Tennessee.
All right, guys.
But I have Gonzaga winning it. Gonzaga over Iowa in the championship for me.
I hate Gonzaga. If anyone wins, it's not Gonzaga. We had a good year.
FAU you frozen?
Guys, thank you so much for everybody. Am I frozen?
No,
you're good now. You're good. You're
Your
good.
words, but we can't see you moving.
You're moving now.
Just wanted to say thank you for everybody for watching. It's been a long show. Thank you for everybody for sticking in here. We had 200 in here at one point. Just want to say thank you so much. Shout out to Manscaped for sponsoring the show and sponsoring the ATS spot. 20% off manscaped.com. Code ATS spot for 20% off the performance package. You guys already know we're all a believer in the product. It's just an incredible product. Please, manscaped.com, 20% off and free shipping. Manscaped.com, 20% off and free shipping with the code you see in front of you right now. That's ATS spot. Guys,
thanks for bearing with us.
It's tournament time. We have less than an hour to go.
Let's go, boys.
Circle the wagons, baby. Circle the wagons.
Favorite time of the year. Everybody, good luck. Good luck today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. And please remember, don't bet your entire bankroll on Colorado State, Michigan. It's one game, 31 more to go. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
I hope everyone has a perfect bracket.
Good luck, y'all.